Hey guys, now in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at the NextBase IQ. And the NextBase IQ is a dash cam unlike any dash cam that we've had on the channel before. This is gonna be suitable for those of you who are maybe sending your son or daughter to college and you'd like to be able to continue to have a safe driving experience. If you are worried about theft and would like to monitor your vehicle, either it being crashed or it being broken into or it being stolen. If you'd like to be able to, let's say, monitor your own driving activity for let's say, your personal protection because you're an Uber driver, a Lyft driver, some type of pro driver. If you would just like to protect and have peace of mind for your family, I'm telling you, there's all these different situations. And that's because this NextBase IQ is super unique. Let me share with you some of the features. The NextBase IQ is a subscription-based dash cam. It does have a free model, but then it also has a subscription-based model that's going to give you enhanced capabilities. The camera itself comes in 3 modes: a 1K, a 2K, and a 4K. And those again are the capture quality of the video. It has the ability to capture 360 coverage of your car. 360. That means that it's recording the inside of your car and it's recording the outside of your car at the same time. Not only that, but it's going to be able to capture video and audio. So it hears and it sees. It also has an advanced proximity sensor that basically you can create kind of like a bubble of security or sensor from your vehicle, going from something that is, you have to be really close to your car, or something that's more expansive. Literally, if someone gets close to your car will let you know. If someone bumps your car is going to let you know. And it does this, records it, and it sends you alerts, and it will do this even when your car is off. This is the game changer, right? It is a 24/7 security monitoring platform for your car. It is always on and it's always connected. And it's always on because it's actually using power from your car to maintain the actual camera functioning. And that's via a couple of connections. You can either hardwire it or you can connect it to the computer port of your car. All cars have these little ports that you plug into that they use for diagnostics. Well, that's what I have it plugged into mine. And it hasn't, I would say, used up my battery. I'm able to plug it in. And I know that if, a ball hits my car or if somebody gets too close to the car, I get my notification. Now, it's able to do that because it has a 4G connection. Right? So it's going to be cellular, and I can at any time, if my car goes off, I can press a button on my phone and I can see the inside and the outside of my car, and I can hear the inside and the outside of my car. And by the way, all this recording is stored in the cloud. So if the camera gets stolen, guess what? You have the footage. So there's a lot of cool stuff that's going on with this device. It has also a witness mode. And this is a great mode so that if something is going on and you want to make sure that you're recording what's going on, you can actually tell it that you need witness mode on, voice activated, and it will record inside and outside of your car, all audio for you, so that if you get stopped and you are concerned, you'll be able to do that. It can support multiple user accounts. It has an emergency SOS function, which means that if you get into an accident, it will notify and get the emergency services automatically. It also has a automated incident backup, right? So real-time notifications, really packed with features. And as you can see here from a plan perspective, there's 3 different plans. One free, one that's $9.99 a month, and the other one which is $19.99 a month. I've been testing out the $19.99. And what I've been able to get is 4G data. I have the IQ app. I have the voice control. I have real-time image notifications. So I'm getting, video footage and pictures of what's going on. I have a live view that I can press a button and I can see what's going on in my car. The witness mode, and then there are some features that are yet not out that I haven't been able to test, like Road Watch AI, which is supposed to be artificial intelligence that's going to tell you as you're driving, because it can see things that you need to watch out for. The Guardian mode, which is going to help if you have kids and you want to make sure that you're controlling their speeds. And then you have this remote alarm function on there, which is something that's available as well. A cloud storage of 180 days, and you can have multiple user accounts. And we talked about the emergency SOS and the automatic backup. So let's take a closer look at this camera because, again, it is a camera unlike any other camera that we've had. And calling it a dash cam is just not doing it justice. This is more than a dash cam. It is a solution that will provide 360 coverage, but also 360 peace of mind. Let's go and check it out. Now let's take a closer look at the camera itself. And I have all the cables still connected in the car, but it has a cable that connects to your computer port on your car, and it also has other cables that have fuses where you can connect it to the fuse system. So connect it to the computer port or to one of the available fuse positions that you have in your fuse panel. Now, taking a look at this, and you'll notice this is how I jerry-rigged it for now, because since I test a lot of solutions, it does have 3M tape, and this 3M tape can be used to be connected to the glass of your car. And I put a little Velcro on that because it's easy for me to take off one camera and test another camera. You'll notice here that you have a port. This is your power port. It's a USB-C port that goes to the cable that goes to the actual computer or diagnostic port that I have on mine. And then over here, what we have is the rear camera option that if you wanted to expand the solution, you could. Now, it does come with all the tools, too, to tuck it inside of your car so that none of the cables are visible. You do have here your front-facing. Here you have your indoor car facing, and then you have a little display right here that's going to show a lot of different notifications, a person walking, park mode, and you're going to see also your cellular mode, in your cellular strength. And then over here you have some more buttons that you can access. I'm kind of like a little flaky, I guess, about this. I need the plastic on a lot of things. But again, USB-C connection, well, not USB-C, your micro SD port is right here. So this is where you have your card. You can see that right there. So if you needed to take this out and then get something off of it, you can. And keep in mind that this is going to overwrite itself. So it's going to continue to record, and then once it's done, it just continues to record over it. So it's not going to have an infinite amount of video footage. It's going to continue to record. You'll always have footage, but it's going to overwrite itself as it reaches the end of the card so that you can always continue to capture some type of video. I really love the solution. I think that it's more, like I said, than a standard webcam. Dash cam. The antennas, the cellular capabilities, the fact that you are able to see and record everything, and then it's also a security system for your car, gives you incredibly peace of mind. So this is something that I would highly, highly recommend. In any situation, you have a car, you want to protect it, you have a family member, you want to protect it, check it out. Now, the app for this solution is incredibly powerful, and I want to show you some of the features that we see here. So first of all, one of the things I really appreciate is, and you'll see this at the very top, is that you do have the ability to secure your application with two-factor authentication. So that's something that you could do if you'd like to. I don't have that set up right now for this demonstration purpose, but it's something that you can definitely do in the app. Now, the next thing that we'll do here is we'll just take a look at some of the control options that you have, and then also some of the history that you can get access to from your phone, right? And I am at least 300 feet from my car right now. So we're gonna go ahead and, so you have a live view, which we'll take a look at later. You can go here and you can look at history. And in the history, you'll be able to see areas that I was in, and even parking events. You'll notice that it's gonna say impacts, if there were any. And typically what I've noticed is that if Chicago has, especially after going through its winter, we typically have a lot of potholes. So I've tried to lower the sensitivity down, but I haven't been able to really lower it to the point where it doesn't really trigger anything. Like there's always an event that takes place. But Nelda and I were at the celebration of St. Patrick's Day, and downtown Chicago, they turned the area that we were in green. So, and I parked the car. So there's a parking event here, and you'll notice that it says March 16th and the time 10:58 parking event. So I'm going to go ahead and get into this for a second, and we're going to see what's there. So here I am in the car, and I'm getting out of the car. Nilda's on the outside, and actually, we're actually leaving. So you can see me getting in the car here, and then you can see Nilda coming out, and she is asking if she needs to help me because there's so much traffic to get out. But here we are getting in the car together, and we have our dog Miko. And again, I have the cable there because I don't have it permanently mounted, but you would tuck that away in your situation. But there was that parking event. So if I go further back, let's see if there was earlier there, if there was any other parking events or stuff that I can capture. Because no one really messed with the car, nothing really happened. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to lower the volume a little bit because since it is picking up everything that we're saying. Let me go ahead and lower that volume first, and then we could see like what's being captured. So we're going to choose this one right here. Let's go. This is on our way back, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, we'll do this one right here. 11:40. And I'm here parked waiting for Nilda, who went to the post office. And I'm in this neighborhood, and you can see Again, everything that's going on here, I can pause it. I can continue to play it. I can see this is the inside of the car with our dog. I can switch back. If I had another camera streaming, it would be in the back, but there is none. If I swipe up, I can look at more details as to where I was, current speed, max speed, distance, but I wasn't driving, I was parked. So that's really nice. And then also it's showing you the G-force as well. So this is a great tool, especially if you have a son, daughter, that new drivers and you just want to know what's going on, you can use this as well. Now there's also a library function. So we saw events and now we're in library. And one of the things I wanted to show for you is that the fact that the camera is detecting several things. It detects a park state, it detects motion detected, and then impacts as well. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one because it says that there was a motion detected. And what I want you to see, this is real time, right? So this is going through the cloud, bringing down the video that it saw, and you can see how fast this was, and you can see where I am. And it is basically, and I'm actually moving at this point, right? So it's basically seeing the motion. I can click right here, or actually look in the inside and can see what things look like here. And this is me just driving around. I think I was trying to find some parking while Nilda was at the store. And these are all the cars that are around me. So it's just, and it's also detecting that there are people there. So if you can see it says that there's motion detected. It's not just my motion, but it's the stuff that's going on around me. Now, the other thing that you have is the ability to do downloads. So any of the streams that you've seen, you can download. And this is an area that I've struggled somewhat. I have, I would say, one of the newest versions. You know, there's improvements still going on to this solution. And I'm using an Android Samsung S24 Ultra. Great processor, great capacity, but I've had difficulty downloading directly to my phone. So what I've been doing is if I want to get something off of it, I get it off the SD. Now, throughout my experience, what you'll also notice is that I did capture, as Nilda was driving, and you're going to see that footage in a couple minutes, an accident happening. And we took that accident footage and we delivered it to the local police station so that they could use it to assist in that accident. So this is the power of having something like this with you. But here we basically have footage. You know, it hasn't been downloaded, but this is kind of my struggles that I've talked to the team about, that I've not been able to get any downloads yet. Now in the settings area that you're seeing here, you'll see all of the capabilities that are coming and those that are present. So if we go into the IQ settings, you have shared access, you have firmware, you have sounds, you have the smart sense parking, right? So you can turn that on or off. And then you could actually, determine the activation voltage that may be required here. So you have the IQ sound, so in this area, you can do your shared access, your firmware update, the sounds, also parking sensitivity, driving event detection, right? So you can do low sensitivity, high event detection, local connections, right? So here basically you have several local connections and you'll need the following. So this is Bluetooth and things like that. I'm not using that. You have SD card management, low car battery mode, date and time settings, audio exposure, and then you have video stamps. Now, the cool thing about the witness mode is when you choose this, notice what it does. It basically allows you to record a session and then forward it automatically to someone if you feel that you're at risk. And there are several situations in which you may feel that. And again, this is a cool feature that is, I think, a lot of people would like to use. You have the Guardian mode, which we don't have yet. That's a coming soon feature. The Road Watch AI is a new feature coming. You have notifications, and you can see all the notifications here. Pretty standard push notifications, promotions, email preferences, and device alerts are there. You have your app settings, and you have your account and facts. So pretty robust application when it comes to all the features and things that are there. Now, the other thing that you have, and I'm going to swipe this up a little bit, is you basically have the location of your vehicle, and it will show you in a map. So what I like about this service is that it will show you where your car is at. And this is going to be great, especially if you're dealing with children or brother-in-law, sister-in-law that may be using your car, and you want to make sure that they haven't taken it for a joyride or whatever the situation is. Even let's say if you do valet parking, you'll know where your car is. So I love, love, love the fact that it has all those capabilities. Now, for those of you who are interested, what does the camera look like when it's mounted in the car? Let me show you what I have going on here. Now, I have mine semi-mounted, right? So it's not permanently mounted, just for the test, since I do test other cameras. But this is the size of the unit that you're expecting. It does come with some tape that you saw when we did the actual unboxing, and you looked at the unit, and you can see it there.
And I have mine actually Velcro to my windshield so that I can switch out cameras. But this is what you can expect, right? Now, the cool thing about this camera, as we mentioned, it is powered in one of two ways, either through a fuse board on your car or directly connected to your computer port, as we discussed. Now, it does come with this little cable, or not this cable, this little shim that allows you to tuck the cable away. So when you look right here, you see this cable that you see right here? There is space underneath this part of mostly every vehicle that allows you to take that and hide it underneath. Now, the cool thing, the way this one is connected, you can see that it actually detects that I'm in the car because it's powered. Now, it hasn't depleted my battery, never had any issues with it, but all in all, if I pull back a little bit, that's what you can expect from the camera. I have it a little blurred out so that my home address doesn't show, but you can see, again, what you could expect from the unit. This is definitely something I would recommend.
Now, for those of you who are curious about the actual night quality or the night recording from the camera, you can see it operating right now. And everything is in color, right? Even though the inside of the car, as you can see on the upper right-hand corner, is using kind of like that infrared type view where we are kind of black and white, but the outside you could see is vivid in its color. Now, keep in mind that the quality of the video that you see here is going to vary based on the type of unit that you pick up. This is a 1080p, so this is the lowest grade that you can expect. You can then go all the way up to 4K depending on the camera type that you choose. Now, this is a day shot, and this is what happens when you have a dash cam. What you're going to see here is us actually driving, and then a specific incident that took place where this camera became incredibly invaluable to the situation because of what you're going to see happening. Keep an eye to this car that just passes. Notice how they're going to the red light, and then watch what happens. Yep. Guys, this is real. This is what happens on the road every single day. So guys, that wraps up our review. See you in the next video.